Good morning, folks. Today is the 25th of November, 2025. Happy Tuesday, and quite a busy day going on today in the weather world, as well as um, Thanksgiving week. So we got a lot going on to talk about. So let's get started here. National radar shows quite a bit of activity. Mostly rain right now, with heavy rain down here in the southeast, streaming up in Indiana, Illinois, Chicago area, with some maybe overrunning, maybe some snow possibly up in this area. But this is the main player in the coming days. Well, in the short term, heavy snow is expected. Generally up in this area, and we'll show you that in a while. A little bit of precip coming into the northwest here. So yeah, what do we got going on? We got a cold front pushing through, warm front trying to move to the north here. What's going to happen is this system is going to kind of dampen out some, and then we're going to have this larger trough kind of swing through like this, right? Bring a cold front through the area and bring some cooler weather to the southeast for a little while, but warming up pretty quickly. But yeah, a lot going on this morning. So for today, what do we have here? Well, let's look at the local radar real quick. Not the local radar, but the different radars. This app doesn't allow me to do the snow over the whole over the whole map. So you can see where the snow is here up into North Dakota, parts of Minnesota. Too warm further south here right now. Okay, but maybe some sleet in that area right now. And in the northeast, maybe some snow showers. If you pull up the temps real quick, you can see here what they are. Near freezing here in the northeast. Quite warm south of the warm front here in the southeast. And you see up to the north on the back side of the system, right? Definitely colder, right? So as the systems move through, cold air is going to push to the south. You see the cold air up here. And definitely in for some heavy snow up here. And colder weather in general pushing through. Okay, so now in the short term for today, what's the sense of rainfall outlook look like? Take the temperatures off. Excessive rainfall possible here today in Alabama, part near Birmingham, Knoxville, Gainesville, Atlanta, Greenville, South Carolina, parts of North Carolina, mostly in the mountains here. Excessive rainfall today. And thunderstorm outlook. So we have a slight risk into Alabama, Birmingham, LaGrange, Meridian, Hattiesburg, surrounded by a large marginal risk here. I think a lot of it predicates how far north this warm front gets. It'll kind of tell us where the severe weather threat's going to be, but along the south of this warm front, especially right along the warm front where the vorticity is maximized, you could definitely have some tornadoes. And that's highlighted by today's tornado risk. Pretty wide area of marginal risk here, all the way up near Knoxville, Tennessee, all the way down to like Dooley County, Georgia, Panama City, Baton Rouge. But the biggest threat is in the same area where the excessive rainfall is. Hattiesburg, Montgomery, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa. 5% tornado risk. Okay. Wind risk. 5% wind risk today. Encompassing the larger area here. That means winds exceeding 50 knots within 25 miles location. Okay. And hail a little bit further to the west here, encompassing, and again, a 5% hail risk. So not encompassing the whole area of the marginal risk, likely due to poor lapse rates here to the east, right? Okay. So yeah. As far as current hazards go, we have a lot going on up here to the north. High wind warning, wind advisory, dense fog advisory, winter storm warning, winter storm watch. Over here to the east, winter weather advisory to the west here into North Dakota and points west. Dense fog advisories down in the California, parts of Texas. Wind advisory here into northern Mississippi, Alabama. Tornado watch still ongoing here in Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana, and winter weather advisory here into Washington State. Current temps, you see how warm it is down here to the south warm front. The northeast near freezing, but overall not that cold. The coldest temps are to the west of where this cold front's coming through. You can kind of see where that's pushing through here. You know, coldest air is back here. And that's going to continue to push the cold air, continue to push this way, generally like this in the coming days. So, and then it'll warm up again. But for the short term, yeah, it'll be there. Again, not that cold right now, but it's going to cool off some in the short term. So moving on to the wind chills right now. Yeah, in the single digits up here into Wyoming and along the front range of the Rockies here, the hill country here. So quite windy right now. If you look at the winds, let's take a look at the gusts going on. Yeah, quite windy here, 40, 50 miles an hour. Portion of 60 maybe in the higher terrain here. Yeah, it's pretty windy. And also down where this dynamic system is moving through the southeast today. Right along the west coast here as well, but highest winds are up here in the northern high plains this morning. Changes in temperature since yesterday. You see where it's cooled off the most and warmed up the most. Close to 10 to 20 degrees warmer than it was yesterday in the dark colors, or the warmer colors, let's just say, red, orange, and obviously a lot cooler than normal up here in the northwest. So, and these, like I said, these temperatures are going to cool off quite a bit in the next couple days. Snowfall in the past 24 hours. You can see where the most snowfall has been. You know, the northern high plains here, parts of the northeast, a little bit, and then the front range of the Rocky Mountains into Colorado and points south. So, what is the expected snowfall in the coming days? Through Wednesday, you see the highest totals are into North Dakota, Minnesota, parts of South Dakota, and then moving into Wednesday during the day, those totals move to the east. You see where the favored area is here, up to 18, 20 inches. This is 24 hours. It's 24-hour accumulation, guys. That's a lot. All right. Heavy snow. If you hover over this, it gives you an idea here. Sometimes it'll work. Anyway, upwards of 20 plus inches in 24 hours, moving to the east. Then you get into the lake effect favorite areas further on here. And it's just snowfall. So, ice, maybe some ice here into the west coast of the U.S. through the period in the higher terrain. But overall, not much ice expected. This is total precip, right? So, melted, okay. 24-hour accumulation. Highest amounts again are into Minnesota, Wisconsin, and into the Tennessee Valley, North Carolina, and the Tennessee Mountains here, Appalachian Mountains. See, that system moves further to the east, and the precip moves along with it. And you have a system coming along the west coast here towards the end of the period, bringing some more rainfall to the west coast. So we kind of show this graphic on the initial radar, but excessive rainfall possible in the marginal area here in the green and right along the west coast of the U.S. for today. Tomorrow, not expecting anything. Thanksgiving Day, not expecting any heavy rain that'll reach flooding criteria. Day 4, same thing, guys, the 28th, which is Thursday. And I'm missing one here. Day 5. Yeah, so that threat returns back to the deep south on Saturday. So, yeah. You know, we need the rainfall, but I don't know if we need it that bad. But, well. So, severe weather. So we have that area here where we just talked about slight risk and marginal risk surrounding it for today or tomorrow. Just general thunderstorms as a front sweeps to the east. For day 3, nothing expected. And go to day 1 through 8 overview. There's no other highlighted areas through day 8, so that's good. But we always got to keep an eye on when systems are moving through the deep south, like where you saw that excessive rainfall was, we could have a problem in the coming days. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. So what I'm going to do now is go through some different areas where severe weather or rainfall, heavy rain is expected today, area forecast offices. This one's from Jackson, Mississippi. Slight risk of severe weather near Meridian and in that area, with a marginal risk to the west. Late morning from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. today. All right, so, and then to central Alabama, um, this is round one, which is starting today through 8 a.m. All right, marginal risk out to the west here. Then you have the big show coming through 7 a.m. to 12 midnight, tornadoes, damaging winds, large hail. All right, slight risk here. We showed that on the severe weather outlook, right? So 7 a.m. to noon, pushing through. Um, North central Alabama, northwest Alabama, Tuscaloosa, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and moving further south to Auburn and Troy overnight. So as far as high temperatures and chance of precip, this is the chance of rain near 100%, all the way down to Alex City, Selma. And you see the high temperature today, getting in the 70s and near 80 degrees further to the south. Tonight, that threat shifts further to the east, into Georgia. All right, overnight, and cooling off quite a bit. You see to the west of the front here. As far as Georgia goes, you see where the slight risk is just to the west, bordering on the western Georgia, which is usually the case around here. Marginal risk for severe weather in the where it says number one here. So we have large hail, small possibility, damaging winds are the highest probability, isolated brief tornado, strong cold front pushing through this tonight. Peak threat for isolated severe storms just from midday until midnight. All right, so you got to stay weather aware today. As far as temps go and precip, um, I know this graphic's kind of cut off, but see if I can make this bigger. Yeah, 1 second. So highs in the 70s to near 80 in far southern Georgia. And precip chances, of course, are higher up in the north at the beginning of the day. And then obviously precip chances will get higher here as you move through the day today. For tonight, for our local area, you see what I'm talking about here. The precip chances are really moving further to the east here. They're 100%. But even further south, we're in the 60 to 70% chance of rain. I think we got a good chance of at least getting something. And you see the low temperatures cooling off to the north here as the cold front pushes to the south. And for tomorrow, even though the cold front has pushed through, still not overly cold, right? It's going to be in the 70s, 60s in northern Georgia, and precip chances moving further to the south with sunny skies for the um, uh, for like half of the state, south of Macon, um, south of Athens. So yeah, precip will be moving pretty quickly once that cold front gets going. It's going to push through pretty quick. Yeah, so these are the key messages for Thanksgiving week winter storm, and this is a good graphic that shows pretty much everything that's expected. Um, Winter storm for the northern U.S. Snowfall begin Tuesday morning, spreading east into central northern Minnesota by Tuesday night. Heaviest snow will occur Tuesday night and Wednesday across the Minnesota Arrowhead, northern Wisconsin, to western portions of the UP, Michigan. 48 inches up to North Dakota, locally up to 12, portions of North Dakota to Minnesota. 1 to 3 feet is forecast downwind of Lake Superior. So, yeah, that's going to be a mess here over the holidays. Heavy snow and gusty winds. We have the gusty winds here, 30, 40 miles an hour maybe. Further south, even even higher winds. But likely not as much snow, of course. So if you live up in this area, in the lake effect favorite areas, you better get your snowplow out because it's gonna be rough in the next couple of days. So a little bit further out, let's talk about after the holidays here real quickly. You have a risk of heavy precip, which usually means heavy rain here, slight risk into the lower Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, parts of Texas. Um, and you can see the dotted line is showing that. No overall hazards probabilistic map, so that's good, the 1st to the 7th. But you're seeing this risk of heavy precip here. Snow probabilities. Let's make sure this is refreshed. The 2nd through the 8th, we have a slight risk of heavy snow in the favored lake effect areas and into the just west of that area and up into the northeast and along the favored areas in the front range here. Wind, no hazard expected the 2nd through the 8th, so that's good. Refresh this. Hazardous temperatures, slight risk the 2nd through the 3rd here into parts of Texas. And the 3rd through the 6th here in the upper Midwest and northern High Plains. And this is the temperature outlook 6 to 10 day. You see where the most confidence is we're going to have below normal temperatures here, centered on eastern South Dakota, which a lot of confidence of above normal temperatures here in the southeast. I'll tell you, the gnats and the mosquitoes are going to come back out, I think. Above normal precip, you see where the highest chances are above normal precip in the dark green, and where the brown colors are, more confidence of less than normal precip. Okay, 8 to 14 day. So the cold air tries to make it further east here. We have a 60 to 70% level of confidence, a pretty high level of confidence of below normal temperatures up here for the 2nd through the 8th here, into the upper Midwest. And generally, this is where the flow is going to be, right? Likely a boundary setting up somewhere in this area. All right, so 8 to 14 day precip. Generally favoring above normal precip chances for most of the country and near normal on the northwest and southeast portions and extreme northern parts of the U.S. here. So for most of the U.S., including Hawaii and Alaska, and we've gone over this before, 3 to 4 temperature outlook. Still, this is going to be reissued, I think, on the 28th. So we'll see what they have to say. I have a feeling it's going to be pushed a little bit further to the south here in the middle part of the country, but we probably retain above normal in the southeast. And see the precip chances are all over the place, so this will likely change in the coming days. That's all I got for today, guys. Tomorrow I'll have more time to do a longer, more detailed forecast and longer term outlooks and stuff. But hope you all have a happy Tuesday, and God bless, and be safe traveling this Thanksgiving.